Hello friends, I welcome you in my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Sirajul Faisi. Today in this video I am going to talk about relative and absolute configurations. So I hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel. So friend, let us start today our topic relative and absolute configurations. So what is configurations? In last video I discussed about this. I am going to repeat this. The configuration of a stereoisomers refer to the spatial arrangement of the atoms or groups in the molecule. The relative configuration of a chiral molecule is its configuration in relation to another chiral molecule, often through the chemical interconversions. Friend, we can use the relative configuration to determine whether the molecule are enantiomers or diastromers or the same molecule. Absolute configurations of a chiral molecule describes the exact spatial arrangement of these atoms or groups independent of other molecules. So EZ nomenclature. E and Z nomenclature is used for compounds with polysubstituted double bond. Poly, just remember poly. Poly is the keyword. Using the Kahn-Ingold-Pirolov priority rules, priority is assigned based on the atom bound to the double bonded carbons. The alkene is named Z, German zusammen, means together. If the two highest priority substituents on each carbon are on the same side of the double bonds, then Z, and E antigen opposite if they are on the opposite sides. Now, the simple priority rules. The highest the atomic number, the highest the priority. If the atomic number are equal, priority is determined by the next atom outwards. Again, whichever groups contains the atom with the highest atomic number is given top priority. If a tie remains, the atoms in this group are compared one by one in describing atomic number order until the tie is broken. So E and Z designations of alkene. Now, structural effects. What is meaning of a structural effect? Effect of the structure on stability and reactivity of the organic compounds. First, electron delocalizations. Pi electron delocalization, sigma electron delocalization, CH hyperconjugation. Lone pair delocalization, inductive effect, electron attracting or withdrawing inductive effect, electron repelling or donating inductive effect, steric effect, angular strength. So what is all about? Electron delocalizations. Electrons belonging to certain molecules are not attached to a particular atom or bond in that molecule. These electrons are said to be delocalized because they do not have a specific locations, are not localized. They cannot be drawn in a simple Lewis structure. Rather, they exist in orbitals that include several atoms and or bonds. You can imagine these orbitals are clouds surrounding parts of the molecules. Delocalizations gives molecules resonance stability, stronger acidity, and based on the resonance stability, we can determine the range of absolute absorptions of ultraviolet and visible light of a molecule in the light spectrum. The actual structure of a delocalized electron is called resonance hybrid. Now, molecular orbital theory. Delocalization is characteristic of the molecular orbital theory concerning the structure of atom. Rather than the lone pair of electrons contained in specific bonds, as in the valence bond theory, the molecular orbitals theory that electrons exist in orbitals that are spread over the entire molecule. The molecular orbital theory explains molecules such as ozone and benzene, which cannot be drawn satisfactorily with one Lewis structure and are therefore described as resonance hybrid. Molecular orbitals solve this issue through the concept of delocalized electron. So friends, pi electron delocalization, we call it resonance. The delocalizations or delocalized electrons mainly come from a pi bond. Recognize that a conjugated diene is actually a sp2 system and will demonstrate the resonance. Look at here some examples given for you. Sigma pi delocalization, CH hyperconjugations. We call it sigma pi delocalization. Very important, CH hyperconjugations. Delocalized electrons come from sp3 hybridized carbon. Now, lone pair delocalizations. The delocalized electrons mainly come from a lone pair, most often from a nitrogen or oxygen atom. Now we have the inductive effect. What is this effect? An inductive effect is an electronic effect due to the polarization of a sigma bond within a molecule or ion. This is typically due to an electronegativity difference between the atoms at either end of the bond. The more electronegative atom, the more it pulls the electrons in the bond toward itself, creating some bond polarity. Basis there is the polarity of the bond. Three considerations: electronegativity, bonding order, and charge and position within a structure. Now, electron attracting or electron withdrawing inductive effect. Has a negative inductive effect, we call it minus I. Electrons are drawn on towards atom with excess positive charge. Electronegative atoms with increased electronegativity due to more electrons. This is the minus I effect. Partially positive charge, partial negative charge, less partial positive charge than delta plus. Delta plus means less partial positive charge than delta plus. So electron donating inductive effect has a positive inductive effect plus I. Electrons are repelled by less electronegative atoms, example carbon, and negatively charged functional groups. Plus I effect you see here. See here, a special negative charge and less special positive negative charge than delta negative. Now our important topic is steric effect. What is this? Steric effect is electrical instability caused by closing is of electron dense atom. Atom in molecule occupies certain amount of space. If they are brought too close to each other, the electron clouds may repel each other, causing a steric strain, and that may affect the reactivity of molecules. You see, they're difficult to attract because there is no space, so no reactions. Now, angular strain, and this is also a very hot topic nowadays in chemistry and for understanding especially organic chemistry. Electrical instability in atoms closing in with small angles in cyclic compounds. Atoms in cyclic molecules share a certain angles between each other. The ideal is 109.5 degrees. As the goes farther or lower than that, the repelling effect of the electrons on each other increase. You can see here 60 degree in cyclopropane is disturbing, and above this, that is ideal tetrahedral carbons. So friends, hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.